Hey, welcome to my new year, 2017-2018 year in review video blog. And wow, I'm going to cheat, I'm not going to lie. This is actually going to be more of an 18 months video blog because I didn't do any of these last year and my channel was quite new. Now it's a year on and 6 months. So I'm going to go back to the start of my channel where it began 18 months ago and to where I am now. And we got some before and after photos, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the future. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that alarm bell so you're kept informed of everything that's going on. So let's just jump straight in there. I started this channel well, it's something I've always wanted to do, but I wanted to make myself accountable on my weight loss journey. So I was at VidCon by accident. I need to go back further than that. I was on a flight to Los Angeles we were just heading to California, and Becky Sheeran from Talk Becky Talk was on the same flight, and we started chatting. She had a really nice dress on. We just started talking about video blogging, as you do, and she kind of convinced me that I should start my own channel. She thought it would be a really good idea, that my story would be interesting to help people, and I kind of took that on board, and I thought, yeah, well, maybe. She said, go for it. So yeah, and then a little while later, by accident, we were in Anaheim during VidCon 2016. We went going to Disneyland, but VidCon was happening literally on the same block as our hotel. We were staying at the Sheraton, so we hung out at VidCon a little bit by accident. This was literally a fluke, and I got so caught up in the whole video blogger creator thing and everything that Becky had said that I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. And so I recorded this video at VidCon, at the hotel, while VidCon was going on. Now, just to put this in perspective, I was at least 10 stones, 140 pounds heavier then. I had lost some weight. This wasn't my heaviest. This is kind of tough for me to watch, to be honest with you. So this was the video that I recorded at VidCon in 2016, which went on to become the pilot for my channel. I'm describing the cold opener because,
So, what's to come is going to be chocolate covered bacon.
Had the wrong camera, wrong lens, wrong light, wrong sound. And an old opening credit. Oh my gosh. This is not easy to see. I look older then than I do now. And my hair was blonde. I didn't have extensions in.
One of the things there is a sweet shop, a chocolate shop called Sparky's.
What was I wearing?
Sparky's is a gourmet
Vest tops and big arms.
Salted caramels and
Okay, I'm going to skip a little bit here because I haven't watched this in over a year. And it's...
So, a brow gel.
What was I thinking? So, I'm not going to play any more of that, but that's where it started. That was my original pilot. This almost never came out. I recorded it, I edited it in the hotel, all caught up in VidCon. I'm going to be a big YouTube star, yay! And I almost deleted it. I was so appalled by what I looked like and how the video came out. It just sat there on my hard drive for ages. And then I thought I wasn't ready to see myself the way I actually looked. I know this sounds ridiculous because I've got mirrors and things, but when you see a video blog and you're recording yourself and you're being a little bit candid, you see far more of what you really are. And this was a shock to me, but my friends Claire and Antonia, they all said, this is what everyone sees. This is who you are. It's fine. The world doesn't end. And so I took that on board and I thought, you know what? This has to be the start of something here. This is how I'm going to make myself accountable. This is how I'm going to change. And by putting this online, other people can see this too, and hopefully it will keep me accountable. And then I kind of floundered for a while. So I did some other videos. I was a little bit erratic. Sometimes they were weeks apart. Oh gosh. I was doing technology reviews, some weird ranting. I used to call them all cutting the Caboose 5 and cutting the Caboose 6. Let's see, let's have a look at the one when I'm mad at internet experts.
That weight that appeared from nowhere and stayed around despite jumping on the scale about 10 times.
This has only actually had 74 views. It's a year and a half old.
Which is interesting. So,
I was just getting on my weight loss journey here and really struggling with this.
oh, good. Full of shit.
So big.
So,
And it was kind of boring. My videos were very introspective, kind of like this is actually. They were all talking about me. They still do. So here's what happened. I started training with Sammy and it was great. We did a lot of training together, but Sammy didn't have time to keep doing the coaching. So we put like a plan together to work on my training over a year. And then the reward would be we would go to America the year after and I'd be small. But that year I'd already had a plan to go to America. And I kind of felt I'd lost a few stone, but I hadn't really made the progress I wanted to. It seemed like I was, but it felt fragile. I felt like at any moment I would put that weight back on again. And I realized that I was still huge. I hadn't made the progress anywhere near where I wanted to be. And I'd had a gastric band at this point. And I decided that the gastric band hadn't really worked for me. I'd had it for several years by now, and I'd lost the same 3 stone countless times. And I was with somebody, my friend, a couple were with us on holiday, and she had phenomenal weight loss, and she'd had bariatric surgery with a gastric bypass. And it occurred to me that I was never going to lose weight the correct way. And I hate that phrase, but this is how people perceive losing weight the natural way, okay, whatever that means. And I decided it was time to change the rules, that I had to do something different, or I was just going to be in this rut, gaining and losing the same 3 stones over and over. And so as soon as I got home from America, I decided to start looking for alternatives to other bariatric surgery. And I found out through my investigating that it turns out the gastric band was actually hardly any better than just joining a slimming class. The long-term benefits of a gastric band are appalling. And that's when I suddenly started not feeling bad anymore. I felt for a long time that I'd paid for this surgery and I had failed, which I had, but also the surgery that I had had was the wrong surgery for me. It just simply wasn't a very good procedure, and there were far better procedures available. And so I started researching what was the best option would be. And long story short, I ended up deciding on the mini gastric bypass with a clinic or a hospital in Belgium. And I've got more videos about this specifically. And that's how I started the year. I started in 2017 by going to hospital. And there's a video here called The Day Before Mini Gastric Bypass. It's actually my first proper video of the year. Let's bring this up. Oh, this is my other old theme tune. Let's skip ahead. Oh, I'm so big in this. Okay, so you can see in this video, I've actually regained almost all the weight I had lost through the summer.
I've also been training like a machine, kind of a fat machine, but that's the name of an album. I digress. I've been training.
I did have my set is in it. It's my first set.
To reduce the risk of dying, which is always a good thing, I think. So I mean, I'm quite fit. Actually.
Oh, I'm so big in this. I can't believe this wasn't even a year ago.
So you know, yeah.
The day before mini gastric bypass surgery with Dr. Chris DeBurn.
Caboose that way. I'm nervous and excited. I've just weighed, so you know, it's all downhill from here, right? And
so that was my first video of the year, the day before heading off for surgery. And what a year it's been since. I'll be honest, I haven't looked back. Now, the first 6 months of the year, I carried on the channel pretty much stayed as it started. Didn't really have a focus or a direction. I was doing gaming, I was doing gadget reviews, I was doing some transgender. No, I hadn't actually done transgender at this point. I was torn as to whether I should cover transgender topics. There are already great transgender channels out there. One of my favourite creators, Steph Sanjati, she has got a tremendous transgender focused channel. And I didn't really feel I had much to add. And besides, who wants to see, I'm nearly 50 years old, who wants to see an old person transgender video, you know? So I felt it would have been cheap. I felt that if I covered transgender issues, I was not really going to be adding anything to that niche. And so I stayed away from it for a long time. I didn't want my channel to be a transgender channel. And I don't know what changed. I do actually, I remember what changed. Other people were talking about me being transgender. Other people were taking my story and using it for their own ends. their own benefit. And I thought, you know what, to hell with this. I'm going to own this then. If other people want to make content about me which is transgender based, then I'm just going to do it myself. Let's take away the story for other people to benefit from. And so I started, I literally did a couple of transgender based items which were popular. People seemed to like them, and it stayed. I now have a recurring theme, and my videos going back actually have transgender content in them. So I'm looking at my phone here because I'm looking at what videos to do next. Yeah, so transgender became part of it. And then June swung around again. And my channel hadn't really grown. I still only had a few hundred subscribers. And VidCon came around again. And I didn't know what to do with my channel. I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't feel I was getting the traction I wanted. And I was really depressed about my channel. And going to VidCon didn't really help. But if anything, it made me feel worse about my channel because it wasn't going anywhere. And I didn't feel like I was engaging with people the way I wanted to. So we went to America, we hung out at VidCon, we went into Anaheim again. Steph Sanjati was there, actually, but I was too nervous to say anything. And so I came home feeling a little dejected about my channel. I had recorded a lot of footage, hardly any of it got used. We've got some really good footage from Venice Beach, from Las Vegas. Recorded loads of little shows there, but hardly any. There's one from the shooting gallery, that was quite good fun. But that was pretty much it. And so I didn't know what to do. I was very close to abandoning my channel. And then I discovered Nick Nimin, who's setting up as a consultant. He had about 50,000 subscribers at this point. And he seemed to know what he was talking about. So I started watching his show. I gave him some money and I said, hey Nick, can you help me consult? And so I decided it was time to use that to help my channel grow. And I reached out to a few other creators to say, look, would you be willing in doing a sponsored spot on my channel to help boost it? Nobody was interested. It's very, very difficult to grow. Nobody wants to help, new creators apart from people who set up to do exactly that. And so Nick Nimin stepped in there. Brian G. Johnson discovered him at the same time. I didn't really get Brian at first, I'll be honest, but watch their channels if you're new to YouTube. And literally within weeks of hiring professional help, my channel turned around. My subscribers were going from counting down to suddenly I had new artwork, I had new branding, and the channel was off. And that's kind of how the rest of the last 6 months has been. I've been refining the channel. I'm doing less technology, or at least if I am doing technology now, it's more about gadgets which are in line with the lifestyle focus that my channel has taken on. And that brings us up to where we are now. My target was to reach 5,000 subscribers by today, and I've got 5,128, I think, at the time of recording this. Woohoo! Awesome! You guys are amazing. I've got to focus on my channel, and coming up, I'm going to be doing much more makeup. I've got some makeup tutorials. I'm doing a series on how to do makeup like a YouTube pro, but with me doing it as an amateur. Technically, I'm a qualified makeup artist, but that's another story. But I'm going to be covering how to do the techniques that YouTubers do in their makeup tutorials. I've got a lot more of clothing hauls, and it's going to be a bit more girly, so I'm sorry. I know I've got quite a few guys following me. I love you guys. You had such a different angle. But I'm going to be doing clothing. I'm going to be doing clothing hauls, makeup hauls, really kind of more girly stuff. But I'm also doing a spin-off channel which will cover gaming and technology and gadgets more, and the YouTube technology and recording and things. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to put a picture up now. This is where I started my channel 18 months ago. This is what I looked like. Oh man, that's hard to look at. I was huge. I'm now, I think about either 10 or 12 stone lighter than I was when this was taken. Although at my biggest, I was like this. Yeah, that happened. This is why becoming aware of what I looked like here is what really led me to doing all of this channel. So there we are. That's where I was. This is where I'm at, and this is where I'm going. The lifestyle focus is coming, and there's a new channel coming. I'm not sure when. There's a lot of work to get a new channel up, but soon. I've already got a few shows recorded. Much more about gaming, much more in technology. So for the guys who are interested in that part of my life, and I'm really passionate about that, that's going to be on a separate channel. This channel is more of a focus on lifestyle. The changes. I've got surgery booked for March. I've got penciled in surgery going on for the rest of the year. And just to put that into perspective, I've got face is first. New neck lift, eye bag removal, going to make me look younger. Then I'm going to be planning my body lift. So that's that's a tummy tuck, that's liposuction, that's buttock and thigh implants. So a lot of body aesthetic surgery is coming quite early on in the year. Also, my gender reassignment surgery is coming maybe this year. I've got a penciled in slot with Dr. Sapone in Thailand, but it's got to fit in around all the other surgery I'm having too. So that's going to be a challenge. I don't know if I can keep to that. I've got an appointment with Sapone, but he's retiring soon. So it makes it hard to, I don't know if I can fit that in, but if not Sapone, it'll probably be at his clinic with one of the people he's trained, who by all accounts are phenomenal. There's also another doctor in Thailand who is phenomenal. So they'll be doing my gender reassignment surgery, and also facial feminization surgery may be happening this year if I can fit it all in, but I've got a lot of surgery. I've got at least 6 procedures coming up probably this year, and I need about 8 in total for all the different things I'm having done. It's a lot of healing, travel and recovery time, plus with running my business, with everything else I'm doing. I'm a full-time software developer. I've got a lot to fit in, just saying. So there we go. That's to 2018. Thank you all so much for being part of my channel so far. You've no idea. I wish I could like hug you all and take everybody out and have an amazing time, because you guys, you watching my channel and commenting, and the love that I get from you guys are what keep me doing this. It's unbelievable. I mean, and I'm at 5,000 subscribers now. What's going to happen at 10,000 or at 50,000? How? I know I want this channel to grow, and I have resources to keep it going, and I'm finding traction now. It's starting to take off. So, wow, it's crazy. So there we go. I'm going to be at VidCon this year. I'm not a featured creator, but I'm going to be there. So if you bump into me at VidCon, say hi. Let's do some selfies. Let's have some photos taken. Yeah, look me up on if you've got any questions that I can't answer in the channel. By all means, add me on other social media networks. Thank you so much. So I'll see you guys in the next videos. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that alarm bell. It's down there somewhere. And I will see you all in the very next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah.